tonight. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Oh, podcaster, this is going to be great. Not only is it a really fun episode, but at the end, I have a new game I want to play with you, Ben. Does that sound fun?
It does sound fun. Sorry, I'm just drinking some kombucha.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Totally, you're allowed to drink kombucha during podcasts. That's good for your gut health. That's the thing about kombucha.
I never understood exactly why, and I know some people grow it in their fridges.
Yeah, it's a whole...
Cupboards.
It's like a mother...
Yeah, Belle's got one. She used to have one.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, it's like a sloppy mushroom.
Like a splooge or something.
Yeah.
It's not that.
I tell you what, though, the splooge in this is delicious.
It's going off. There is weird little stringy bits in it, but that's how you know it's legit. Anyway, enjoy the pod. Hey, state election coming up this Saturday, 19th of March. And look, we might not be able to agree on politics, but there is one thing we can agree on. Everyone's looking forward to having a good snag.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the one thing that gets you through the line, isn't it?
I can feel that snag in my mouth right now.
Nice democracy sausage. And that is why Ben and I have created a streamlined platform where people can rate and review sausages around the state. Snag A Snag is the name of it. It's actually a real thing. It's been made. Jump on your phone right now if you pulled over safely. Get on the App Store or, whatever the Google store is.
It's totally free. In a nutshell, what we're wanting is, on Saturday morning, you wake up and you go, where am I going to poll my vote?
Yeah.
You get the app up, and then you find the best snag, and that's where you go and do your vote.
There's a snag-o-meter there, and there's 4 categories: sausage, bread, onion, and sauce. People review. It's also an anonymous platform, Ben, so people don't use their real name. They use a username with snag in it. Mine is Mick Snagger.
I'm Snagglepuss.
A bit of a PSA. There is someone called Liam Snaggleton on the app going around and roasting other sausages. That is not me, okay? I'm Mick Snagger. That person is technically an impersonator, but that's just their username. I've seen a lot of different names. People are getting involved. My favourite name so far is RuPaul's Snag Race. I thought that was brilliant.
These names are so good.
Whoever you are, well done to you. It's good as well because obviously we want people to register. If they've got a barbecue this weekend, we would like you to please register so people know where to go.
And if you do register, you go on the draw to win $500 just for registering your sausage sizzle.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of schools and things who have registered their barbecues for this weekend, which is great. Vale Park Primary, which is a school we've been to before for an overthing.
We have,
Ben. They're offering Coke and cakes with the snag, which is great, but keep the cake chat off the app, okay? It's not called Cake a Cake. It's 4 sausages.
Where are
I
they
get
doing
it.
it? So is it
an honest mistake.
Is it when you click on the pin?
Yeah.
Vale
so
Park,
right now, if you've got the app, you can go wherever Vale Park Primary is, in Vale Park, obviously. You can click on that, and then they have a little blurb saying, hey, I think it says come wash your snag down with a nice glass of Coke, and also get a cake.
Yeah, no, that's not on.
It's absolutely not. It's not at all. And we will be banning that music. Because
we won't ban it.
It's our app.
We'll just ask Vale Park Primary to amend the bio.
Maybe just have a little bit of a thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? While we're on that subject, someone's dropped a pin at Yo Mama's house. Inappropriate. Okay, that's not a real place. You can be silly if you want, but this is not the place.
Let's all try and keep it pretty clean.
Someone has dropped a pin in North Korea, I saw. We don't want our users boarding flights to Pyongyang for snags over the weekend, and they ain't there. We're talking democracy sausage, not dictatorship sausage.
We will not be trolled, okay? Please don't mess this app up for a bit of fun.
Now, we've had to get a little angry there, but we don't want to lose control of this app. So please log in now. Snag A Snag app, wherever you get your apps from. Start your username. It does have to have snag in the title, and please use the platform responsibly.
Make up for missed holidays with whatif.com this Easter. You got ocean view apartments for us and water park for the kids. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. How good? Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Good morning, Adelaide. My goodness, what a weekend it was. Long weekend. You had the Fringe firing on all cylinders. Adelaide Festival, not to mention Womad Adelaide. Ben, I managed to get there over the weekend. My God, saw so many great musicians. I saw Paul Kelly last night.
not many people were wearing shoes.
Not many shoes. It's not really... Shoes and Womad don't really go in the same sentence. One thing I found laughable is that there was a PSA sort of service announcement that was happening in between the sets going, Adelaide is a smoke-free festival, so please go into the designated zones. I was like, really? I could smell it from Rundle Street.
Tobacco?
No. But it is actually like a great family vibe. There's kids of all ages running around.
Mum and Dad are having a smoke.
Everyone's,
Got no shoes
everyone's
on.
enjoying themselves. They have these special bins, obviously, they want to do the right thing by the environment, and they have these bin wardens. And so last night I had a lovely Pakistani meal before seeing a bit of Paul Kelly. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is going in the green eco. I kind of read the things from a distance, and I walked up and put my plate in the eco bin, and the warden turned around and clapped her tongs at me. She clapped her tongs at me because I put it in the wrong thing.
Oh, what was it supposed to go in?
The yellow one. And she was like, she got really angry at me.
But you were eating a curry. Wouldn't that go in the green bin?
I thought it was, I was like, no, this is like a paper plate, right?
Yeah.
Let's go on.
Yeah.
No, she's like, no.
Oh, you know what, though? Maybe it was one of those waxy plates where it wouldn't break down.
Okay, well, I didn't appreciate having the tongs clapped in my face.
Ben and Liam are in your head.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10. Got a call here from Brittany, originally from Melbourne, in Adelaide for the weekend. Hell of a weekend to come. What were you here for, Britt?
I was here for Womad.
Oh, you were. Who was your...
first time ever, so it was amazing.
And what was your initial thoughts of Womad?
Oh, what a diverse, just atmosphere. It was amazing. It was so good to see people enjoying live music again.
It's a different kind of vibe. Who was your favourite artist?
Oh, the Cat Empire were pretty awesome, but Paul Kelly last night was pretty special.
I also saw the Melbourne Ska Band, which, I mean, is essentially like...
They were fantastic.
They were good, but it's almost like... That's what Cat Empire is. Do you know what I mean? A ska band from Melbourne. But did you like the bit when he went, when I say boom shakalaka, you say shakalaka boom. Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
Shakalaka. Okay, we're off. We're off.
You guys clearly are loving Womad.
I actually bought a fedora.
Yeah.
That's how much I enjoyed it.
Well, that's a pretty nice purchase.
Wouldn't it just? Made of hemp. Okay, we got 5 questions here. If you get them all right, you're going to be able to pick the next song we play. Maybe a little bit of Melbourne Ska Band, if I've suggested that one this morning. Okay, well, the first flights back to Bali have set off. What country is Bali in?
Sorry?
Where's Bali? What country is Bali in?
Indonesia?
I thought we almost got
Well
you there.
done, Britt.
Yeah,
well done.
Koshi has COVID. Which football club is he the president of?
Koshi Football Club. Oh, God. Port Adelaide.
Very well done. Over the weekend, Rebel Wilson hosted the BAFTA Awards. What nationality is she?
American?
No, you're doing so well, Britt.
No, not Rebel Wilson. She's not American.
But thanks for playing this morning. Enjoy your trip back to Melbourne. Caitlin joins us now in Prospect. Morning, Kate.
Morning.
Rebel Wilson, where's she from?
Australia?
Yeah, she's an Aussie. A 102-year-old Englishwoman says the secret to her long life is Jaeger bombs and pizza. What is your favourite pizza topping?
Margarita.
Nice flavour. Paul Kelly performed at Womad last night. Can you finish these famous lyrics?
Nah, sorry.
Oh, Caitlin.
Okay.
You got to get Uncle Paul. I mean, he's Australia's uncle. I mean, it's like a bit of a hot tip. It's the name of the song as well.
Chris, Ian, Elizabeth, ready to go, mate?
Yeah, mate, ready to go.
Here we go.
Brown-eyed girl.
Sorry, Chris.
Wrong artist, wrong song.
You kind of sang it, though, in the right way.
Yeah. No, I like
Well,
what
you had
did
the
there.
tempo.
Sha-la-la-la-la.
Brown-eyed girl.
It ain't brown-eyed girl. Robert, I mean, do you know your Paul Kelly, Rob?
No.
Oh, well.
I mean, do you think you'll get this one, though, if we play it?
Try.
All right, I like the effort, Rob. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you do know. Rob's going to have a turn first, though.
Nah. Sorry.
So, Rob, you made us play it again, and then you didn't have a go anyway. That's the worst possible thing you could have done. From our perspective, that's...
You just think it was going to come to you.
Yeah, you just...
Oh, there it is.
What would Paul say? What would Paul say? Okay, last one, hopefully. Tom, come on, finish this up for us.
To her door.
There we go.
On you, Tom.
All right, Tom. Now, this morning, do you want to hear a bit of Newton Faulkner?
That's where I'm going. Where are you going?
Ben's been trying to get that one up for a couple of shows now. Or would you like to hear my song?
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Panic at the Disco.
Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these.
I've got to go with your song there, Liam.
Really?
All right,
Again?
Panic at the Disco it is.
What is wrong with
Yeah,
Newton
no.
Faulkner? Thanks for that, Tommy. This is I Write Sins, Not Tragedy on your Tuesday morning, Adelaide. You are with your mates, Ben and Liam. Maybe Newton will get up next.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
Peace up, Podtown.
13 24 10 Adelaide. When did you stuff up in front of the big boss?
Yeah.
It happened here at Nova. Liam, last week was Nova's Red Room with Joel Corey. And before the Red Room at Gluttony, there was Nova had a pre kind of Red Room party. And it was all like Nova staff and the station sponsors. They all got invited.
Robbie Cornthwaite was there, former Adelaide United player. It's a lot of high rollers.
Yeah. And standing at the entrance to the party was a woman named Zoe. Now, Zoe is one of our colleagues, works here at Nova. She's been here for 6 months?
Yeah.
And her job was to let people in who were on the list and keep the people out who weren't on the list.
Because it was in the fringe, I suppose.
Yep.
So a lot of people would have
Walking
assuming
around.
it was open air. So
Free drinks, free foods. People might have just wandered in wanting some of that.
Safe to say, people just could have thought it was a bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she took her role very seriously because about halfway through the event, the big boss rocked up. Now, that's our boss's boss, who has flown in from Sydney specifically to attend this event.
The big cheese.
The big cheese, the big kahuna. And he walks up to Zoe and says, hello. And she says, name? That's strike one.
yeah. I think if there was one photo or face to remember from it's your boss's boss. Yeah.
Now, he said, Paul Jackson. That's his name. And she said, you're not on the list. That's strike two.
Take a hike. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get some free drinks.
Free drinks.
Yeah, you want some of these free dim sims? You're not getting one past me.
It was at this point that I think other staff realised what was happening and they ran over to the rescue and they let him into the party.
It's good to see there's tight security though.
But also, some people listening will be well, why wasn't his name on the list? But I think when you run the business,
it's sort of expected.
It's expected that your name's not on the list.
That everyone will bow as you walk into the room.
Yep.
I think the kicker was because there was a couple of girls on the front. They were doing a good job, but at one point there was a guy in wearing a Dada tracksuit and he had a mohawk and neck tattoos. And I was like, I wonder if this guy works here. I'm like, I've never seen him before. I'm like, is he in sales? And he was just hoofing through as many banh mi as he could get his hands on. So they've let him in, but then the boss's boss.
So he wasn't on the list?
I don't know. He was just he was just a guy who sort of, when they were distracted with the clipboard,
they weren't letting Paul Jackson in, but they let him in around the back.
They let the bloke in, yeah.
When did you stuff up in front of the big boss? 13 24 10 is the number. You can share your story on air. And if you get on air, you go in the draw for Nova's first class flights to anywhere in the world and $50,000 just for sharing your story.
You know what? The same big boss. I remember years ago, before we worked at Nova, we had a meeting, remember? And it was said, Paul Jackson, the big boss of Nova wants to meet with you, Ben and Liam. And then I had a nap after the show because you get pretty tired after.
Because the meeting was at 3 o'clock or something like
Yeah, and I woke up at 11 p.m. to about 20 missed calls from you, and I just completely slept through the meeting.
I had to go to the meeting by myself and tell them that you were really sick and that you were in bed.
Wasn't that sick.
You weren't that sick.
I was just tired.
When did you stuff up in front of the big boss? 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. Sarah joins us now. What happened, Sarah?
Hello. We had to all reboot our computers at one point, and the bosses were out, so I had to send them a text message to let them know when they get back in to shut down the computers. So I sent them a text message to say, can you please remember to shit down your computers?
Yeah, it's like the worst typo, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Korean-looking move.
They would have been all right about that, though, wouldn't they?
Oh, they laughed it off, luckily.
Yeah.
Like, no, I was fired. I was fired on the spot. It's a brutal business. Mimi, you didn't stuff up in front of the big boss, did you?
I did stuff up in front of the big boss. I was working in a display home, and I was really hungover, and I fell asleep in one of the beds with like the big window, so you walk in, you can see me, and I'm like passed out on the bed, and he opens the door with his daughter, and then obviously I got fired.
Oh, big boss! No, this is a new thing we're trying to show people what it would be like.
This is what it looks
to
like
live
in this bed
in the display home.
Yeah, I'm helping them out.
At least you didn't use the toilet that wasn't plumbed up after your big night. That probably would have been worse. Yeah.
That was also you.
Mimi, that is great. Thank you very much.
Moving to Emma now. Did you stuff up in front of the big boss?
Hey guys, long time no speak. Yes, I did. It was an end of financial year function, so free drinks flowing, and I may have got a little bit rowdy and was talking to one of the big shop bosses and got all in their face, put my hand up and said, "Shut up."
Well, you actually put your hand in front of their face and said, "Shut up."
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
Needless to say, I got escorted out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Did you get fired?
No, fortunately not.
Yeah, right. Not on EFS as
I'm
well.
still working there to this day, so still.
Not on EFS.
That's the accountant's best day of the year. It's EFS. Shut up. Just telling your boss to shut up.
Leopod Mencast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
Good morning, Adelaide. Now, you may or may not know this, but for the last 2 years, Adelaide has been the meth capital of Australia. And at the start of this season, people were a little nervous. I mean, the competition's looking really good. Victoria, we're going pretty strong there.
Couldn't rule out New South Wales.
I mean, we just didn't know. There was a bit of uncertainty.
There was always that smoky Tasmania. Who knows what they're getting up to down there?
But look, I do have an envelope in front of me. Inside it, a newspaper clipping. Fingers crossed, guys.
Who is the meth capital of Australia?
And the winner is
Adelaide!
He's on the trot! Immortality! Can we go for 4?
Mackay Diva-esque.
There'll be a documentary about this on KO Sports next year.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
Ben, I went to Lasing over the weekend, an Adelaide institution. Like it actually blows my mind that I've never been before.
I'm in your camp, or was in your camp. I've never been to Lasing. Do you have your own booth, or do you sing in front of everyone?
That's the best bit. You sing in front of everyone.
And then is it like a bar, so everyone's like sitting down and drinking?
Yeah,
and
so it's
then-
like just like a nightclub basically, and you get to steal the stage for your 3 or 4 minutes.
Do you put your name on like a sheet and you get
So
called
what
up?
happens is there's like a QR code that you scan,
Yeah.
and then you can pick all the songs on your phone,
Yeah.
and then it gets added to the system, and then you see on the big screen when your song's coming up. I did it wrong when I first got there, so I was waiting for like 3 hours for my song to come up, and I was like, God damn, my mate had done Papa Roach twice. By the time I was like, geez, it's a big lineup today. People double dipping or something. And, I picked my karaoke song, which is Never Tear Us Apart, not because of the Port Adelaide thing. It was my song before that. And I was furious because I finally, I'd probably eaten 20 to 30 spring rolls and had a few shots whilst I was waiting.
The spring rolls from Lasing?
Yeah, the Lasing spring rolls, yeah.
Wow.
They do the food late there.
The spring rolls.
The spring rolls, yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. A lot of nightclubs, it's hard to get a dim sim at about 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I got up there, and then this woman took it upon herself to come up and do a duet with me. And I just thought to myself, no, this is my time. And I obviously couldn't tell her no when I was up there. So I just had to, and she was like singing at me and I'm like, get off my stage. This is my time. Because I put a lot of practice into it, you know?
You could take this opportunity right now, Liam, to give us a little bit of solo.
For 1,000 years. Hang on, which bit am I coming in from?
I don't know.
Okay, let me just vibe it. Well, to be honest, this is like obviously not the version of the song, so it's kind of hard. I was standing. You were there. Two worlds colliding. And they could never tear us apart.
Very good. Very good.
A lot better without that woman there. She was taking all the good bits as well. I was like, no. I like that bit. What would your karaoke song be?
So many to choose from.
Who am I kidding, Ben? Ben Harvey, Chumbawamba.
Get knocked down, and I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
People throwing the spring rolls at him. Get off the stage. You can't pick the same song 10 times. I love karaoke versions of songs.
Spin the night away. Drinking the night away.
Here's my hot take. You don't know any of the words other than the chorus, even though it's your favourite song.
I was realising
as it was going, you were trying to like work out where to come in, but yeah, it wasn't happening.
Wouldn't mind doing what's your karaoke song?
Yeah, maybe we could get people to do some renditions.
If you would like to do a bit of karaoke on the radio.
Well, that's the best bit about listening. That's why I liked it so much, because I'm like, a part of you like goes, this is great. This is my stage. Now I have everyone's attention.
Yeah.
You know.
Imagine doing it amplified on the radio.
That's it.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz. What is your go-to karaoke song?
And the winner will get 20 spring rolls and a fireball shot. So 13 24 10. What's your go-to karaoke song? We've got a call here from Brittany. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
So good. Well, look, what is your sort of go-to song?
It's got to be Ironic by Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I mean, what a tune. It's big to have a run at Alanis as well. I think everyone's already, they're sitting a bit higher in their chair going, okay, what can you do?
And it's a tough gig as well down the phone line. But I believe in you, Boo. I reckon you can do it.
I'm making no promises.
Okay, so this is coming in like just before the chorus. It's kind of hard to find your feet, but I think once you find it, just take up from wherever you feel comfortable, okay? Ready to go?
Yep. Wedding day, the free already take the good advice that you just don't take. And who would have thought it figures?
Rough start. You brought it home.
That went about as well as it could have.
No, you brought it home pretty strong, though.
For me, it was the mashing of the keypad.
You wouldn't have heard that, Brittany, but your face hit some of your phone buttons. So it was a really... and I think we didn't even get, it's like rain. We just got, hey. We just got like the end of you saying rain. I don't know if you were singing too loud or whatever, but yeah, you definitely would have maybe had a few spring rolls thrown at you at the start. But let's see if Jake can do any better. You're partial to a bit of karaoke, Jake?
Yeah, I love it, boys.
All right, what is your go-to karaoke song?
It has to be Total Eclipse of the Heart, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, you can't get any bigger than this.
The mums love that one too, so you get the whole room moving.
All right, Jake, we'll all get our spring rolls ready to throw at you, mate. Just come in when you feel comfortable, okay?
All right, done.
All right, here we go.
Every now and then I get a little bit
Sorry, Jake. I'm gonna stop you. No, it's
totally
hard.
Wrong bit.
It's hard down the phone, but you went from the start. We thought this was more of a chorus kind of thing. Like,
Oh no,
do your best gear.
You're very right with what you said. It's when you get up there.
It's what? You still there, Jake?
Stage fright. He's locked up.
Jake,
Jake,
are you there,
Jake,
mate?
this is your moment.
All right,
Oh,
well, there's
he's-
only one logical ending now to this radio break. It's for Liam to sing it.
Okay.
Do you know the words?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more tonight, and I need you more than ever. Da, 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 da. This isn't the song I normally choose.
You're on Nova.
Yes, what a funny story.
Oh, good morning, Adelaide, and throw your masks out. We don't need them anymore.
Excuse me. That was a wildly ludicrous comment. I'm going to need you to reel it in there. And while we're on that, I'm going to have to cancel our lunch today because, yes, I have a COVID board meeting with the likes of the Premier and Nicola Spiria. And, yeah, the top of the agenda today is going to be masks. So we'll see what happens later on today. There'll be a presser, I'm sure. I'm not going to leak any information. I mean, just because I'm on the radio as well as being a part of the COVID committee for the state doesn't necessarily mean like I'm going to be willy-nilly about some of the things I'm privy to.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, Liam, but I was never coming to that lunch.
Well, I mean, you can try and intimidate me, but I'm a COVID marshal. I've got a badge and gun, so I simply, I'm more powerful than you. So.
Also, people might not understand that you're actually joking and you're not. Well, you are COVID marshal.
Well, I
You are
did the
COVID
online
marshal.
test. I've got the certificate to prove it, so yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you ever put your details in and you never got sent the certificate, did you?
No, it's laminated. I got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I've paid for it. I did the test.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm up to date.
But no, SA Health are actually meeting today and they are discussing when we can get rid of the masks altogether.
That bit is true. So fingers crossed.
Hope you're having a pod blast with a podcast.
Our next guest is known as the Boy Wonder from Berlin, although we like to think of him as Adelaide's very own. Now he's teaming up with the orchestra for his Fringe show this year. Please welcome Hans.
Guten Morgen.
Boys, I have to say, this is a shame that we're on radio because you two are looking so delicious right now. Do you both still have those, what do you call them? Girlfriends?
Actually, they're both fiancés now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I always say, wedding rings, they come off.
It's true. I thought you were talking about the suits we wore when we were doing some ice skating recently.
I saw this.
You were angry because you thought we'd
Bitch
taken
stole
your...
my look.
That's it.
My mother has been moonlighting as your costume designer. They were pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah,
Did you go to
thank
DK
you.
Fabrics?
Yeah, we did.
Well, you know what the alarming part is? Liam had that outfit for him at home. I had to source mine.
That
He
was
already had
actually
it.
one
Yeah.
of mine from
Yes.
my theatrical days back.
Was
in-
it?
I
Very
think that
graceful.
could be. Obviously got. We've had Hans like a German. We've
I
now
think
got
next
the,
year.
the night at the
Hans
Symphony.
on Ice.
Hans on Ice.
Well, if tickets
yeah.
don't sell, I might be on ice. Am I allowed to make that sort of a reference in the
You have
morning?
now,
I don't know.
Look, as the German Boy Wonder, we thought you'd be perfect to give us your thoughts on
Yes.
our new app. It's
I love
called
it.
Snag A Snag. So it's coming
Yes.
up for the state election.
Yes.
Of course, the best part about an election is the democracy sausage. So this app was developed for South Australians to help find the best sausage in all of South Australia.
Which is interesting because I use a very different kind of app to find sausage in my local area. But it sounds very similar to that one.
Well,
I
with,
think
with,
this is
with
great.
ours, you can rate and review the sausage.
Yes.
Well, you can download it right now from whatever app
It's
store.
free
you
on
use.
the
What
App
is it
Store.
called?
Snag a Snag. So here's the thing, Hans.
Double entendre.
Yes, if you want to be involved, we make everyone. It's just like a kind of entry rule. Everyone needs to have Snag in their username.
Yes.
So I'm Mick Snagger.
I'm Snagglepuss.
Snaggy Spice.
Snaggy's
Very
nice.
good.
I like that.
It's very
All
nice.
right, now everyone listening, please don't steal Hans until he has
Wait,
time to
he'll-
get on there and sign
after
up.
the interview.
I'm going to log on.
You'll
I
get
will.
into it. Hans, like a German, joining you this morning
Yes.
on Nova, one of Adelaide's favourite Germans. Now, obviously, the state
One
election.
of. Oh, but who's the other one?
It is true.
Who is the other
You
one? I
are,
wanna
Liam.
know
You
that.
are Adelaide's favourite German.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
The state election as well, obviously, not too far away. What's your opinion? Because I must admit,
I
I
think
look
you'd have a pretty spicy take on this.
yeah, like Malinowski.
You know, I have been waiting around that aquatic centre with binoculars since I feel. Weren't those photos something?
Yeah,
that
you and
was
you and
quite
producer Bill have
delicious.
been, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She's got him pinned up above her desk.
Does she?
Yeah.
Nothing like a good old Lithuanian man, I always say. But, you know, I mean, Stephen, I love him as well. He's been to all of my shows. Can't imagine what the appeal is. But he's a very big supporter of mine. So, I love her. It's going to be a tough call, he says, politically. But, we're doing a show on election day, so I think everybody should just skip the election. Basically.
Okay.
We're doing 2 shows that day.
Yep.
So,
Oh, really? Busy.
Or do it in the morning, get your snag, then, come and actually enjoy yourself.
I'm pretty sure that the show is sponsored by the State Electoral Commission, so make sure you do vote.
You know what?
And
I
then
was
you go to the
very
show.
close to registering as a party just so then I could put my posters wherever the F I want.
Hey,
Because
really?
we've actually
And
got
don't you
rules.
think, every time you come on, we love it because you do fire off a few shots. But
Yeah.
do you think it's extra bitchy this year with some of the signs that got around? Have you seen that?
I love
the one
it.
with Stephen Marshall's face on a rat.
Yes.
I'm like, are we allowed to do
And
this?
the one of him on a packet of cigarettes, like it's,
I haven't seen that one.
it's got Stephen Marshall and it's got Marshall's cigarettes.
Yeah.
And it says it's dangerous to your health, can cause ramping.
Oh my god!
They're getting
It's
nasty,
personal,
isn't
It
it?
doesn't say it can cause cancer, because that'd be like a whole other level.
But
of
then
bad.
what about Stephen Marshall calling Peter Malinauskas Vladimir Putin?
I didn't see
That's
that.
a little hectic these days.
I feel like the people making these signs, they've got like girls from year 10 private schools to make their, you know what I mean? They're extra bitchy and feel like, oh,
Absolutely. Seymour College is just, the arts and crafts department's going overtime this year.
Let's talk about Night at the Symph, Honey.
Boys.
I'm wondering in
Please.
terms of the songs you're performing at the Thebby Theatre, is it going to be more classics? Is it going to be more pop anthems?
I'm not joking when I say to you, this is like a Broadway show meets a rock concert. I'm doing Beethoven, Beyonce. I'm doing Led Zeppelin at
What?
one point.
Doing Led
Honey,
Zeppelin?
I'm doing everything, literally.
Wow.
We've got Cardi B. Imagine that with an orchestra. Imagine
that I've got to
honey.
see and hear.
I also
The
love the
classically
idea.
trained musicians were thrilled when
I
I
was
told
going to
them
say,
about
I
them.
love the idea of you putting the sheet music in front of all of them.
Yes. And they're 45 years studying at a conservatorium, and now this is what it's come to. It's been a bitch of a pandemic, hasn't it? They're taking any gig.
Tough time for the industry.
If that's not enough of a reason to go and see it, I don't know what is. Make sure you go and check it out. Hans, A Night at the Symph, Honey, this Thursday, Friday and Saturday at the Thebby Theatre. Tickets at adelaidefringe.com.au. As always, Hans, a pleasure.
I absolutely adore you. Dankeschön.
Here's another bit of curry.
Good morning, Adelaide. Happy Tuesday.
So much happening in the city at the moment. I went to Womad, Adelaide in the Parklands last night, Ben. Had myself a nice Pakistani lamb curry, which was great. And I was sitting there, right? Yeah, there's all the fruit bats at the moment. And we're in their home there, so you got to respect that. There was a few in the tree.
Except I had their shoes off.
Yeah, that is true. A pretty low footprint of people there in the sense that you couldn't get a cup to save your life. There was no, plastic, and no one had shoes on. So the grass would look pretty similar to what it did before. But yeah, I was just sitting there eating my curry, and I was pooed on, not by a bird, but by a bat. Literal bat poo on my arm.
Guava. Ghana. What's it called? There's a name for it. There's a name for bat droppings, and it's really rare and expensive.
That's why I slurped it right up. No, I obviously didn't. But
guano. Thank you, Producer Bell. Guano.
You know what this means?
What does it mean, Liam? I knew you were going to say that.
On vengeance. Pretty sure that's how Batman becomes Batman. He gets shot on by a bat at some point. Because isn't it Spider-Man gets bitten by the spider?
Yep.
And Batman
gets,
bat poos in his curry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So if there's any crime around, look out.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, it was just a week ago that we lost Shane Warne, and the last few days a petition has actually started online to get him knighted to become a Sir. So there's a petition at shanewarnelegacy.com, and they are, just asking for people to sign to make him a Sir.
I mean, as you should. I reckon if you look at the Wisden's 5 greatest cricketers of the 20th century, he's the only one not to be knighted. I saw that in the Warney documentary, which is on Amazon Prime. It's like Sir Donald Bradman, who's the best of all time, number one. And then it's like Sir Garfield Sobers, Sir Jack Hobbs, Shane Warne, Sir Vivian Richards.
But was Shane Warne a Sir?
Did he act like a Sir?
I mean, you're allowed to smoke darts and be a knight. They were smoking back then.
Yeah,
you know.
true.
I also think, look, he wasn't Mother Teresa, but could he bowl?
Yeah, he could
Hell of a
certainly-
cricketer.
Oh.
Hell of a cricketer.
Have you signed it yet then?
I've signed it. Bloody oath.
Are you going to sign it?
I'm going to go sign it now.
Oh, well, that was a quick argument.
Liam convinced me.
Hell
of a bowler.
And in case you missed it over the weekend here in Adelaide, the Unley Greens candidate, Georgie Hart, she embraced her graffitied poster. Now, obviously, we've seen other posters around for the election. Someone went up and they drew a goatee, a moustache, a cigarette and a monobrow on her, and they changed her last name Hart to Fart. And she then drew all of this in Sharpie on her face and posted this on her Instagram.
Hi, I'm Georgie Fart, and I'm the Greens candidate for Unley, and I'm here to talk to you about natural gas. Not that type of gas.
Good on her. Like, good on her.
It's honestly
for making something funny out of someone
Absolutely.
graffitiing her poster.
It's rare that politicians are funny, but that was so funny.
Yeah.
Like the Sharpie is like perfect. Like the only thing she was missing was like the, you know how they do the little thing where they
Black
white
the
out the
tooth
teeth,
out?
they black the tooth
Yeah.
out. All I would say is though, probably could have found a better fart sound effect.
Oh, the fart sound effect was
we've got
horrible.
a pretty decent folder here. That would have been funnier. Would have been way funnier.
There's so many good farts out there, Georgie.
Hers was like clearly a sound effect.
Yeah.
Or if she committed to it and actually farted, that would be. I would vote for her. I would say be the Prime Minister. Move aside, everyone. We have found our new queen.
And finally, Elon Musk has challenged Vladimir Putin to a duel. And I'm being serious. Elon has tweeted, I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat. Stakes are Ukraine.
Even the phrase single combat is pretty lame. That's, that sounds like someone who's never been in a fight before, especially Putin. Like, in my head, he's training in the snow with bears. His whole life is like
Well,
the
we can see
training
what he can do.
montage in Rocky IV.
I don't think you want to be sleeping on Elon. I reckon Elon would have some high-tech gadgets. I reckon he would... He's so smart that he would study Krav Maga without even doing it, and he would know how to do it.
That's true. He would have, I suppose if anyone could be Batman, if anyone was rich enough...
It'd be Elon.
It would be Elon Musk. I like the idea of like an eco-friendly Batman as well. Like flying around on like electric.
On a Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see it. I think I picture Vladimir Putin has got like old school Russian like full on army like missiles.
Yeah.
But then you've got Elon who's probably got some invisible kind of
Hang on, but what's
technology.
the stakes here? Is this prison
Stakes
rules?
are Ukraine.
Ukraine.
No. I mean, like, what are we? Is it
What are the rules?
hand-to-hand combat? Like, are we not allowed to have the gadgets?
I think there's no gadgets.
What, you're saying
So-
they just go in a wrestling ring?
Well, just any... No, I reckon there's no ring at all. I reckon they're in a field somewhere. I reckon there's no gadgets. It's
They do it in
just
space.
Elon versus Putin. You could do it in space. I reckon if it's those stakes, I reckon Putin's walking away the winner.
No, I imagine it's street style. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up another Rocky film, which is, I know the first reference went so well, Rocky 5, the
Yeah.
street, the Tommy one.
Yeah.
So I reckon they're using bin lids and that sort of stuff like that. That's what I'm imagining.
Leopod Mencast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
After over 2 long years, over the long weekend, the first flight from Australia has landed in Bali.
Get me a Bintang. Waterbomb Park. Coming home with a bunch of green lasers and a suitcase full of DVDs.
Oh, so many DVDs. Did you ever get, like, you could buy the cases for, like, from, like, the shops for, like, you get 100 cases for $20.
So good.
And then, because obviously when you get them from Bali, they just give you the sleeves.
Yeah.
And you put the sleeves in the cases and pretend like it was the real thing.
I also love when you buy Bali DVDs how there's just random images edited onto the, like, you know what I mean? It'll be like Shrek and it'll be like a girl in a bikini on the front cover. Like, it's like, I think they sort of take a bit of creative license when it comes to making their DVD covers.
It's been too long.
I
It's
miss
been
Bali.
too long.
Some people pay it out, but I just think it's the best. Like, it's such a great way of living, isn't it?
One day, mark our words, Liam and I will do the show from Bali. We'll do Ben and Liam in Bali, and you can come with us.
Imagine if we just relocated over there and just doing the show from Bali every day. Because it'd be a pretty sweet time zone. I reckon.
Crazy
Like,
things have happened.
Crazier things have happened.
I think it'll like producer Belle. She could stay here in Adelaide. She could like produce it from Adelaide.
We'd just be in Kuta. We'd be at a swim up pool doing the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
And once a year, Belle can come and visit.
Yeah. Take some DVDs home, family. Honestly.
We'll pay you in DVDs.
They're really cheap. You take as many as you want. They're totally fine. No, I've got that copy.
No, leave that one. I need that one.
It's so exciting. And obviously Australians do really love Bali. And, and if you haven't been, I'm sorry, but I don't think you are an Australian.
It's a rite of passage.
I know it's hard to hear, but and I really realised that the first time I went. Normally what happens in Bali stays in Bali, but we'd like to get some Bali stories this morning because you cannot have a holiday there without something wild happening.
Oh, yeah.
Like without a monkey stealing your handbag or something.
You went, when would you go? It was like...
Oh, well, I mean, most recently, I went in 2018. The World Cup was on.
2018. I love that photo that you have up on your Instagram where I think you just landed, hadn't you?
Yeah, and I got
you were
the side of the road one?
Yeah, it's like a busy main road and you were like giving the thumbs up.
I was getting a touristy sort of, I had two thumbs up going, made it in Bali,
and
guys.
the caption was kind of like, I'm here. And then if you look in the background, driving past on a scooter is a local and they're just flipping the bird.
It's like a 12-year-old boy on a push bike and he's like giving me the rude finger as he's riding past. That would have been in like a fun way though.
I remember my dad was in Bali with mum and he'd heard that, sometimes you can get shaken down by the local authorities.
You can.
And so he didn't have any of his money in his wallet, in his pocket. He had all of his money in his sock. And he got pulled over and he was getting hassled by the cops. And Dad said, I haven't got any money. He got his wallet out. He had no money in there. He said, I'll go back to the hotel room and get it. And then obviously just drove away.
Never came back.
Yeah.
Very different story. I mean, your dad's a bit, he's thrifty with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I think he'd be good to travel with you. I mean, you went to Peru with your dad.
Yeah,
it was
we did,
It was like your dream to do the Inca Trail together. My dad, not so much. He would stay in Adelaide for like the rest of his life if he had his way. But sometimes Mum convinces him to come on holiday.
Yeah.
And so he really had to be convinced to try the mopeds out. So they were like, you know how to use these, right? And we were like, yeah. Obviously, no one knows, like no one's got shoes on. There's no helmets. Like it's just whatever. It's wild. There's no roads, for God's sake. So we were
they
like,
have roads.
Well, I mean, would you like in this island we were on? It was like just potholes and just dirt everywhere. And anyway, so I'm a little uncoordinated, and I was sort of like just sort of they make you do like a little hot lap before you can take it off. Just so,
and I know how uncoordinated you are.
Yeah. So I like kind of could just get it around, and then I was all good. And then Dad was like,
"Yeah, you're off. You go on the road.
Off I go. Yeah, you're good now. You can ride 60 clicks an hour. You can weave in between buses now. See you, mate. Welcome to Bali." And I remember Dad he started the ignition on his and just. He instead of doing like a little rev, he just went put his wrist right down and he went
its neck,
just wrung the guts out of it and went straight into a massage parlor. He was like, and the
he
back
just laid down on one of the beds and went, "I'm in Bali, baby."
He ended in one of the. Imagine if he landed in one of those little foot massage things and all the little fish started eating the dead skin off his body. No one was hurt. But that is the type of stuff that happens in Bali.
That is your Bali story. If you've got one, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. It's time to celebrate, time to reminisce. We can go back to Bali now, Adelaide. So if you want to share your story, you go in the draw for first class flights to anywhere in the world. Could go to Bali and $50,000. 13 24 10. What happened in Bali? Tamara joins us now. Tamara, what happened in Bali?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
Good to hear. So I'm on the back of my brother-in-law on a scooter, basically. We've done a U-turn, caught some gravel. I've come off the bike, gotten flung straight through the front of this shop glass cabinet.
Oh.
I've had glass shards. My kneecap was dislocated. Everyone came running over, and the funny part about it was I've been taken off by a taxi off to the hospital. They've basically kept our scooter as clarity so that we'd come back and pay for it.
Oh.
While I'm in hospital, my brother-in-law's gone back. They've hidden our scooter. He's actually found our scooter.
Yeah.
And then Gordon had snuck off with our scooter, and then we didn't even go back to the shop.
So you never paid the shop for breaking their window?
No, not at all. I was damaged. I had glass shards through my legs, and I ended up tearing my ACL.
It still feels like you should have paid.
You were still the one who ruined their shop, and they're in a A third
I
world
did. I
country, so-
completely destroyed their store. Like, there was, like, beams that had gone down. Like, the shop was destroyed.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, but then do you not understand though that then
we're not
you
really
should
with you on that
reimburse
one.
them, so
I don't know.
because those poor shop owners
Yeah.
have had this tourist come flying through their window and you've broken all their stuff and
Yeah.
then you've run away
with
and
their
not paid.
bike. If anything, I hate that. And you wonder why they get sick of Australians behaving that
Yeah,
way.
if
there.
anything, I'd like try and chase them down and like. fix
Yeah,
that
I was
up.
blind and I went through their window, got some glass, and then took the bike and never came back. Yeah, no, stuff them.
Yeah, I actually stole some stock when I was there as well.
Yeah. Who cares for those people trying to make a living, Evan? Sorry, Tamara, but what?
Sorry, Tamara, we're definitely not on your side.
I hate that.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I
much.
love that you called the show and you shared your
Yeah,
story,
yeah,
but
I
you're
appreciate that.
100% in the wrong.
But yeah, maybe just
pay for the.
Just think about that one a little bit more. Jade, what happened when you were over there?
Yeah, so we left one of the bars in Seminyak, and as we were leaving, we got on the back of a Gojek, me and a friend, and we had a street bike zoom up alongside of us and snatch my mate's purse off her wrist.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks, but it is also a pretty cool way of, you know what I mean? Like it's rare you see that in real life. Like for a motorbike thief.
Did you ever get the money back?
No, she lost about 3K, the poor thing.
Whoa.
As in Australian dollars?
Yeah, she
Oh.
hasn't converted it or anything. We only just landed there, and we're like, shit, get us to the club.
So did she get us to the club with $3,000?
Yeah, wow.
You're in for a big night.
Oh,
so
gee whiz.
Was that like the spending money for the whole trip, or?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just lucky that all of us sort of had enough to all chuck in and covered everything else.
Yeah,
that sucks.
It does suck. Although I'm kind of with Liam though. Like,
Like-
if that happened, you kind of like,
You go,
that was sick, but it sucked.
Fair game, you got me there. Like that's you go, oh, I've lost $3,000, but it was very cool. Like I imagine that thief got away on the motorbike by like you know how sometimes those
the
cars
truck's
that
got the back of the truck
that load the cars back on, and he went up like that, like a ramp, and then just sort of like riding the motorbike along rooftops. Diamond, what happened in Bali?
Hi, Ben and Liam. I am okay now, but I had gone to Bali for a typical girls' trip. We decided to grab some scooters, not some scooters, some quad bikes, and head into the jungle. I am probably the most uncoordinated person and managed to flip the entire quad bike on top of myself.
Oh.
Yeah, not the greatest. I was fine, though. It was a pause of like, am I alive? Am I dead? No, I'm alive. I'm okay. Let's go. So I got back on, jumped back on the bike, just a few grazes. But yeah, it was, the girls were definitely screaming. They thought I'd died.
Yeah, that's scary. It also just doesn't surprise me. I'm like, yeah, quad bike, drunk Australian, Bali. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know what that equates to.
I mean,
every time.
I've grown up riding quad bikes, and I find them hard to
They
flip
will,
over.
yeah.
You must have been rinsing it to get it to turn over like
Death
that.
traps. Yeah, I suppose if you're like,
They're not death traps. They're pretty
No,
safe.
Wouldn't trust a ATV. That's for sure.
I've ridden my whole life. They're fine.
I don't know. Not for us city folk, mate. I mean, you're bred a little different out in the country, Ben.
Alex joins us now. What happened in Bali?
Morning, guys. So it was our first trip to Bali. We went to the monkey forest in Ubud, getting up close and personal with some of them, and I felt something on my ear. One of them had actually taken off a pearl earring and run off with it. We had to get one of the locals to barter with some bananas with the monkey to get it back.
Monkey, you traded a banana for an earring.
What an
Yes,
idiot.
well,
and,
no.
and now you see why we're a lot smarter than these dumb primates. I mean, a banana for a pearl earring? Oh, laughable. That's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. There's this game that I've been trying to push that no one's been keen for, so I thought we could try it in the podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it's good, then maybe we can do it on the show.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
The TikTok one.
Yep.
So basically, I saw these two girls on TikTok. They both say a word each.
Yep. So any random word.
Any
in the
random
world.
word.
So I don't know.
Like
I don't know what they're gonna. So it's me, Liam and I'll play, for example.
Yeah.
I don't know what Liam's gonna say. He doesn't know what I'm gonna say.
So I might say banana, and Ben might
TV.
say, TV.
Yep.
And then we want to say something that sort of connects those two things.
Yep. So the idea of the game is we both end up saying the same word at the same time.
You're like sort of testing your mind connection.
Yep.
And
So for
I
example,
saw them
before
doing it, and I was like, we should nail this because, I mean,
Yeah.
we've been working together for a hell of a long time. And most of the time, I think we're at that stage where we can pretty much finish each other's sentences. We probably know what each other's going to say.
Yep. Now, for example, like when I first watched this, I didn't quite get it. So I think for the best way to understand this is, so you've said banana, I've said TV. Let's do it out loud so then we can actually show how it works. So you're trying to find a link between TV and banana. So maybe
I would say 3, 2, 1.
Bananas.
You're going to say
bananas
one
and
word.
pajamas. One word.
It's only one word.
So how does ads and...
Well, I thought banana ads.
Banana ads.
Because you know how they have those banana balls.
Yep. So you've said ads.
Yep.
And I've said bananas.
Pajamas. Yeah, yours
Pajamas.
wouldn't have worked because you're only supposed to say one word.
Yeah, okay. So,
I said
about
ads and you went...
I've said...
So it's probably not going to work on air, guys. That's why we thought we'd, flesh it out here.
Yep.
Why don't we start completely...
Yep.
So the objective is we want to start to say the same word.
And remember, in between, we don't have to rush. Like, don't have to be 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. You take your time until you've got a word. And feel free to play along as well, wherever you are.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Lights.
Car. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Headlights. Headlights would be one word.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
I suppose
Headlights
technically.
night.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Seeing.
Seeing.
No, you were too slow.
I copied you.
You copied me.
I copied you is what I did, so that didn't work.
All right, let's go
I'll try
again.
another round. Just
Yep.
something completely different.
3, 2, 1.
Chair. 3, 2, 1. Drinking.
What's drinking in chair kombucha got to do with
Were you sitting in a chair drinking kombucha?
Yeah, okay. So what did you
Guys,
say?
I thought we'd be way better at this.
Yeah,
I
what did you
said
say?
drinking and you said me. You
Me, because I was drinking kombucha.
Okay.
So chair and me. Okay, I'll go on for that.
No, drinking and me.
Drinking and me.
This is not going well. We start
also,
one more.
fun fact, Liam has been pushing this game now for like
And I'm
2
like,
weeks.
guys, I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, here we are.
Okay.
So you want to start again?
Start again for the third and final time.
Let's get out of the studio. 'Cause we keep saying stuff in
See
here.
you later. I'm getting in a different space. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Sand.
Computer and sand. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Sandbox.
Okay. I don't know what sandbox has to do with.
You
computer.
were talking this morning. You were talking about open world computer games and how it's known as a sandbox. So I
was,
thought I would
yeah.
get in your. I was trying to get in your head.
Right. So you said sandbox. I've said holiday.
Which is technically 2 words.
Yeah.
So glad we didn't do this on the radio.
Sandbox and holiday.
Yes. Okay.
I haven't gone for that.
Okay. Yeah. I got one.
I haven't.
Look into my mind, and you'll see the answer. And if we get this right, then we'll wrap it up, and it will be somewhat of a win.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Beach.
Beach.
You just copied me, but I think that was still pretty good.
It's a hard game.
That's hard. Yeah, that sucks.
One more?
Why not?
I feel like we need to get one.
Yeah, we need to get one win.
Yeah.
Guys, you can tune out now if you want. This is
Okay.
more just for us.
This is just
now.
our personal pride.
3, 2, 1.
Skyscraper.
Sandwich.
Okay, I got one for that.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Subway. Okay.
Hang on, slow down. You're too quick.
Sorry.
So you said Subway. I
You said lunch.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. Here we
Okay.
go. 3, 2, 1. Foot long.
Oh.
Why did you say beetroot, dickhead? A foot long was such the obvious thing. I was
To be
almost going to
fair.
say 6 inch, and I was like,
No.
obviously we would both
No,
do.
I said beetroot because I was just making a joke, but I was
Yes.
going to actually... Obviously, for me, the answer was sandwich.
Yeah, but we'd
So
already
if you said foot long, I said sandwich, we still lost.
God. I think we need to get one win, right?
Yeah, we do. That was pretty
Okay.
close. That was excitingly
That was
close.
fun.
It was fun.
Felt like we were really there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Mechanic.
Cow.
Mechanic and cow. Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Oh, you know what? I would go for an easier one. 3, 2, 1. Tractor.
Tractor and job. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Sew.
Driving. You're getting too technical. I know you're a dairy farmer, but
Okay,
I don't
sorry.
remember.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
any of that stuff.
So you said driving.
Yeah, and you said so.
And I said so. Hang on. Yeah, okay, go on.
3, 2, 1.
Paddock.
Wheel. Okay, I go on.
You go on for wheel and paddock.
Well, it's probably more like yours, but like I got one. I got a word in my head anyway.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Grass. Jesus. Okay.
So what did you say?
Bring me
Grass?
sweet death.
Grass and field.
Yes. 3,
2, 1, growing.
Fence. Oh dear.
You're not doing it right. You said fence. Fence has nothing to do with the two things.
Yeah, well, there's a fence in the
Like mine
field with
growing,
the
at least
grass.
you could like.
Okay.
You're just thinking of things near the thing. That's
Maybe
what you're
maybe
doing.
I don't understand my own game.
It's because you're too quick.
Oh.
You slow down and find the
Okay.
connection between the two.
Okay.
One more try.
One more freaking try.
All right.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, football. Pool and football.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, recovery.
Fun and recovery. Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1,
cryo
beach.
chamber.
Two places where recovery is potential and often used in both those spaces. So now we need to think of something in between
beach
and cryo chamber. It's a hard game. I think I do have something though.
Beach and cryo chamber.
just
Yeah,
gonna
I
think of
got it.
something in
I
between
think
that.
I've actually
I've got it. I think we're about to do it. We're obviously about to do it here. We're about to say the same thing, and it's going to be amazing. 3, 2, 1, ice
cold.
bath.
Ah, it's so close.
Okay.
So close.
I
think we're going to end it. I think we can't do it.
We can't do it. Yeah.
Can't
So
do it.
annoying. Just have some kombucha. Really think about what we've done there. Could you imagine though if that was all on the radio? That would have been the longest
It
possible.
would have been. That would have actually been what happened on the radio.
Someone actually would have come in and dragged us off.
Should we get someone who's, for some reason, stayed until this point to come on the podcast tomorrow
And try and play the game
that
with
wants
us.
to play with us?
Yes. Yeah, that would be great. Look, if you've heard that and you listen to its entirety,
for whatever reason,
just say, Ben Lamb, I'd like to play the game with you. The,
Yep.
the game that you got off of TikTok.
Worst case, if we don't get anybody who wants to play it, we'll play it with like producer Bell.
Yeah.
To see if it's you and me or if it's more the
I thought
game.
we'd do better than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more? Nah, let's end it.
I think that's enough.
That's enough. See
I
ya.
think that's enough.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.